You are watching Sporty Jordy, and today we are doing a Q&A video. Let's be honest, mainly just to vent a little bit about what we are going to see in this upcoming draft and in this upcoming season. If you don't follow my Instagram already, make sure you go and do that. You can find me at _Sporty Jordy. And I basically just posted one of those little question box thingies to my story and got so many responses to everybody that submitted. Thank you so much. You literally made this possible. I basically just went in and picked the questions that I thought best fit the outcome of this video, and also some others that I just felt very strongly about, just so you guys could see me freak out a little bit, because that's always fun. Next week and the following weeks, I will be talking extensively about the draft. I'll be doing a Meet the Rookies. You will get to see my mock draft. So if you guys are excited about seeing that and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. But without further ado, let's get into our Q&A. Number one is from my bestie girl, Sam Cardona. You can find her at The Girl Who Talks Sports. Make sure to go check her out. She didn't even give me a question. She knows how to trigger me. She gave me a scenario. The Eagles take a quarterback at 12. How loud are you screaming? So you see, if this scenario plays out, my neighbors will probably call the police because they would assume like someone is dying. Bloody murder! I will be screaming bloody murder because it just shows that we don't know how to learn from our past mistakes. We went through all of that because we took a quarterback in the draft when we had absolutely no business taking a quarterback in the draft, at least not that high. And I love Jalen Hurts. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I will say it until I can't even say it anymore. Jalen Hurts was one of my favorite quarterbacks coming out of the draft last year. I just didn't want him on my team. And now, here we are. But there's absolutely no reason to create a quarterback competition right now. We went out and got Joe Flacco to be our backup, a veteran guy who can sit behind him just in case, crap hits the fan. You get him a weapon, or you get him an O-lineman that can protect him, or you get a defensive guy that can help build us up. What you don't do is take a quarterback at 12. We have so many things that we have to fix. We have so many holes to fill. If we just keep focusing on this quarterback situation, there's no chance of us ever growing and ever moving in the right direction. I am so sick of it. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. And this brings us to our next question, which really isn't a question. It's more of a statement. A prediction for this upcoming season. Eagles, 17-0 Super Bowl champs. Who is going to be the one to tell him? Because I don't necessarily want it to be me. We're in danger. I really can't even begin to get into our upcoming season until we make it through the draft, if I make it through the draft. But let's be real. The Eagles don't take a quarterback at 12. I do honestly think we are sitting in a better position than we were last season. I honestly believe that, but it's still going to be painful. We're not going to be good or anywhere close to good. I just can't realistically see it right now. Baby steps. Baby steps. We sold our souls to win the Super Bowl, and now we are paying for it. Now, I promise I won't sit here and talk about the Eagles for this entire video. I actually positioned all the Eagles and Philly questions to be super early on so I could just get it all out of the way. But this one is honestly really important and gets me really excited. How will the Giants, Cowboys, Eagles draft order pan out? No, really look at it because it is kind of cool. The Cowboys is sitting at number 10, the Giants are sitting at number 11, and the Eagles, after trading back, as we know, are now sitting at number 12. Now, this should not be an issue at all because in my expert opinion, all of these teams should be focusing on very different pieces. Cowboys need to go for their defense. Giants need to go for their O-line, and honestly, the Eagles need to go receiver. So on paper, there shouldn't really be any issues, but the Dallas freaking Cowboys, man. I legitimately have nightmares that if for some reason Kyle Pitts falls and keeps falling, the Cowboys would take him just so we don't get him and pull exactly what they did last year with CeeDee Lamb. Jerry Jones, you sneaky, sneaky, petty little thing. Your offense, I don't know how to put it any more plainly, your offense is scary good. You have an overwhelming amount of talent. You don't need Pitts. You genuinely don't need him. What you need, my sweet darling, is a defense. If you ever want to do anything ever. And not that I even really want this to even necessarily happen, but from an unbiased person, this is the move that makes the most sense to them. If Patrick Surtain is available, which with the way things are looking, I think he absolutely will be, they have to take him. It's just like a must. So I'm hoping on draft night there is no drama. We all go for need-based, what our teams need the most, and everything is sunshine and rainbows, completely fine. My foot is literally non-existent and so asleep. But look, like if I don't sit on my feet, I look like a little hobbit. This one is from my girl Brittany at Football is Female, and she is a diehard 49ers fan. I knew this one was coming from her. Let's hear your take on the San Francisco quarterback situation and who you think they'll take at 3, because she said so. Now, Brittany, sweetie, I need you to know I love you, and what I'm about to say is not my personal opinion of what I think is best for them. It just seems to be in the direction that they're going. Who I think they are going to take at number 3 overall is Mac Jones. And this is super weird for a multitude of different reasons. Number 1, Mac Jones is a quarterback, and I said it on our Onside Chicks podcast, Mac Jones is a quarterback that I could see falling to way later in the first round. Number 2, Trey Lance is a quarterback that I could see sitting behind Jimmy Garoppolo and then fitting much better in this organization. And 3, neither of those two guys are the next best available quarterback. So to answer this question, for my take on what the 49ers are going to do, I think that they are not going to do what I think that they should do. I don't genuinely know if that was a coherent sentence at all. I think they're going to go Mac Jones. I want them to go Trey Lance, and that is because, and this flows effortlessly into our next question, my favorite quarterback coming out of this draft, minus Trevor Lawrence for obvious reasons, is Justin Fields. Now, I have seen the video all over Twitter with Justin Fields giving Kyle Shanahan the starry googly eyes, and him and Kyle just like standing there giggling together, and it's adorable. If the 49ers did end up taking Justin Fields, I think it's smart. I wouldn't be mad about it. However, I'm not totally convinced that the 49ers are actually over Jimmy G. I'm just not. They're having doubts for sure, but part of me still thinks that they're going to fall back in love with him again. I just want him to go on a team that I know is going to genuinely use him, even if it's not this year, because I can't really see that happening with the teams that are kind of in range to get him. I can't see him being a starting quarterback this year, but I just want to know that he will be guaranteed without all the drama or any issues. I could easily see him taking over for the Broncos, the Falcons, or the Patriots. Oh yeah, I'm also 100% convinced that the draft order that we are seeing today is not the same draft order that we are going to be seeing on April 29th. I am so set on the fact that there is still going to be some movement. There are some teams that are going to get desperate and shift around. I'm excited. But yeah, Justin Fields, absolutely incredible. He is hands down my favorite quarterback coming out of this draft. Apparently, I just have a thing for quarterbacks named Justin. I should start a club. Next question. Trigger warning, I am about to yell, so just get prepared for that. I absolutely love this question. Sewell or Chase if I was the Bengals GM? Hello. This is such an obvious one. Chase is the best receiver in this draft. Chase will be the first receiver taken in this draft. However, he will not be taken by the Bengals. I will not allow it. You can sit there and love the storybook fairy tale ending of, oh my God, him and Joe played together at LSU. How cute. I don't give a crap. If you don't take Sewell, if you don't protect Joey B, doesn't matter what receiver you have out there. He is going to get injured. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna try and calm down. If this draft wasn't so unprecedentedly quarterback heavy, he is the kind of guy that would go number 1 overall. This is a guy that you get once every 5-6 years. Like, he is someone that any organization would be lucky to have. He is someone that the Bengals need desperately, and they are sitting in the perfect position to get him. You cannot mess this up. I am so upset that this is even a question, and it is a question. Like, I am still concerned that they will take Chase. Don't do it. Now, this is a very interesting prediction. However, it's not completely out of the question. So this person said the Broncos straight up for Trey Lance and the Patriots straight up for Mac Jones. But in order for this to even actually happen right off the bat, the Jags have to take Trevor Lawrence, duh. And in one way or the other, the Jets and the 49ers are taking Zach Wilson and Justin Fields, which is literally not out of the question in the slightest. And the reason I liked this scenario so much is because I've talked about it a lot. I fully believe that the Falcons are going to trade back, and I think when you think of that scenario, you think of either the Broncos or the Patriots trading up. I am fully convinced that both of these teams are going to end up trading up, and here's how. I have a feeling the Patriots are going to be the ones to trade with the Falcons to take that number 4 spot. And I think the Broncos end up trading with the Lions, moving up to 7 from 9, sending the Lions, who don't need a quarterback, back to 9. It's only 2 spots back. They're going to get compensation for it, and they can still get one of the best offensive guys in this draft. It makes perfect sense. And then the Broncos are sitting in a position they're going to be getting an excellent quarterback. All right, so many things would have to happen in order to make all of these dreams come true, but it is something that I think makes a lot of sense and is genuinely possible. One thing is for sure, things are going to get interesting. And here we have another prediction. This person says, I predict Derek Carr being traded from the Raiders. That's fine. If you do, at this point, I don't. So I was so gung-ho about sending Derek Carr out of Vegas, bringing Russell Wilson in, but now that all of those talks have kind of faded, the Raiders also seem very sold on Derek Carr, and for good reason. At the beginning of last year, I was very unsure about him, but this year he proved all of my fears wrong. He stepped up big time for this team, and I think that is going to continue to grow. So this is one that I can't necessarily see happening, but I don't think it is totally out of the question. But the chances are very, 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 very slim. Now, I am going to be 100% brutally honest with you. The reason that I decided to do this video was because no news was breaking and I was getting so nervous that I wouldn't have anything new to talk about. I already have all of my draft stuff all planned out, so I didn't want to rush that and jump into it, and I was sitting there like, what am I going to do? So I genuinely wanted to interact with you guys to see what you're most concerned about leading up with the draft in this season, and then of course, I get all my questions in place, everything is ready to go, and news starts breaking. So big thank you to whoever submitted this, because now we actually kind of have an excuse to dive into this a little bit. I am fully aware that this is only focused on Clowney. However, we are going to use it as an excuse to also talk about James Conner, because why not? We can. James Conner signed a 1-year deal with the Cardinals worth up to $1.75 million, while Jadeveon Clowney signed a 1-year deal with the Browns worth up to $10 million. Did he just get overpaid based on what we saw this past season? My honest answer is going to be no. One, I want to make it very clear, I love both of these moves. I think these were the perfect teams for these guys to end up on, especially Jadeveon Clowney. He is the kind of guy that is always in double coverage. You know who else is always in double coverage? Myles Garrett. And now you have both of them on the same defense. And I think having Myles Garrett on that field with him is going to be enough to motivate him, where we see the Jadeveon Clowney that we are used to seeing. And I am so excited to see how offenses try and approach this, because it's like straight up just terrifying. So no, I honestly don't think he got overpaid. I think we should all be absolutely 100% and completely afraid of the Browns this upcoming season. I think they're moving in an excellent direction. I like all the moves they're making. I like everything that I am seeing. So Jadeveon Clowney, do not prove me wrong. I am rooting for you here. Next question, who will be the starting quarterback for the Saints this season? I am just going to brush through this one just because last week I already did my QB1 predictions for the entire league for this upcoming 2021 season. So you can see me go in depth for the Saints for every single team on who I think is going to be their starting quarterback. But I just wanted to glaze over this one more time and emphasize this. I fully believe the Saints are going to end up starting Jameis Winston. I can't see Taysom Hill coming out week 1 and being their starter. It just doesn't seem feasible to me, and I like Jameis Winston in this organization. I trust Sean Payton a lot. If he sees something in him, then there is something there, and I'm hoping he can rebuild his name, rebuild his brand, and rebuild his career a little bit. I will include a link to that video in my description just in case you're interested. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is mid-April. We have not even had the draft yet. And here we are with a Super Bowl prediction. The Buffalo Bills versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let me just say it. I fully support this. Right now, this is my current opinion. It is known to change throughout the season. But right now, if this is not the Super Bowl, I would be genuinely disappointed. That's kind of a lie, because if the Packers make it, I would be like beyond elated. However, let's think about this, ladies and gentlemen. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady in his first year there goes and wins a Super Bowl. If in his second year, he can go back to the Super Bowl and say he wins again, done. I don't think you can top that. I think he immediately retires, and then we're free. And I can't even put into words how much I love the Buffalo Bills. They have just become America's team. I wanted them so badly this year to go to the Super Bowl, not knocking the Chiefs at all. I was just ready to see kind of a switch up, and I think it is 100% feasible for them this season, just because I'm afraid to say it, but I don't think the Chiefs... I think they're going to be exceptional, but I don't think they're going to be the Chiefs that we are used to seeing. Patrick Mahomes will be Patrick Mahomes, but the Chiefs, all in all, I'm a little not 100% sold on them as of right now. I feel like I'm going to get hate for that. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest, but realistically, Buffalo Bills versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Green Bay Packers, done. I'm sold. This is incredible. And we are going to finish this one out today with a little rant, because I swear this question was only asked to make my blood boil. Because if you don't follow me on social media, Instagram or Twitter, then you don't know. But if you do, then you are fully aware with how strongly I feel about the Julian Edelman and the Hall of Fame debate. I don't think there's a debate to be had. He has had an incredible career, and this is not me taking away from that at all. He was a 3-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time Super Bowl MVP. His postseason stats, unreal. His postseason receptions, he comes in second out of all NFL history, only behind the one and only Jerry Rice. But this is the Hall of Fame. This is not the I got very lucky to be playing on a team with Tom Brady. 36 career touchdowns. The Hall of Fame is for the best of the best at playing the game. Now, Julian Edelman is a great teammate, a great person, and he was good at doing exactly what he did. But he did nothing exceptional in the position itself. You have guys like Tyreek, who literally have 17 more touchdowns than Julian, and he's only been in the league for 5 years. So I think that alone just speaks volumes. You have guys like Hines Ward and Chad Ochocinco who are not Hall of Famers. Chad Ochocinco literally changed the position, and he has yet to be inducted. Julian Edelman, in my book, is not even allowed in the Hall of Fame until Chad Ochocinco is. I genuinely don't think I'm asking for too much there. Let me know your thoughts on all of these questions in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Have a fabulous week, everybody.